Alexander Ludwig!
Hola, Brazil! Wow.
Wow.
Yo. We're doing like research here. We have like Hunger Games fans. We have Vikings fans. We are trying to decide which one's louder. So we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Who here is a Hunger Games fan? What about the Vikings fans? That's it. Wow. Welcome, man.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to be here. It's unbelievable. I didn't expect any of this. This is insane. You guys are crazy. I love Brazil so much. It's like the best fans ever.
Is it your first time here?
I was in Rio when I was like 14 years old for New Year's.
Okay.
So I didn't get to do it right, I don't think. But I just love it. I want to be back as much as I can. And
Please.
I mean, Vikings, we noticed pretty early on what a massive following it had here. And it's just like, it just means the world to me. I honestly, I was just saying this earlier, Brazil really, and I'm not just saying this, like, you guys really are the best fans in the world. You really are. Yeah.
You're really welcome. Please join us here.
I will. I have to quickly sign this flag.
Oh, yeah.
Uau! Gente, ele é fofo.
Oh, esse
Aí,
foi
ó, tem que ir
cheiroso
pra galera,
mesmo.
tem que ir pra galera, é assim, ó, é isso aí.
Isso.
Muito bom.
Ele é fofo. Ainda. Que isso.
Olha aí, ó.
Assinando aqui a bandeira da galera, cumprimentando os brasileiros. Gente como a gente, né? Foi pro povão.
Aparecer com a bandeira do Brasil é
Aí
receita.
não tem como.
Demais,
Só
demais.
tem outra ali, ó.
Demais.
Ele não viu.
É
né?
receita.
Demais.
Okay.
Alexander, I want to
Over
start.
here, please.
Please, be comfortable. I have a question
Yes.
that everyone wants to know. What's your defect? I mean, do you really have any defect? Because does it hurt to be beautiful? Famous, actor, model, singer, kind of a Canadian Rodrigo Hilbert.
I still count on my hands. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that.
Ah, okay.
I still do that. And I can't do math at all. There's a lot. Basically, you just named the only things. I can only act and sort of sing. Those are like the two things I can do.
Come on. Modesto, né? Que homem bonito.
Ai, gente, sério,
Yeah,
muito
that's
bom.
amazing.
So, I have a question about Bjorn. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you so
Vikings.
much.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan. So, what was it like for you to see that you have a lot of Vikings fans here in Brazil? Did you imagine that?
No, I mean, it's like somebody told me like a year and a half or 2 years ago, they're like looking at like Instagram analytics. And the only reason I like being on it because it's nice to connect with fans, but like I'm not a huge social media guy. And he was like, you know, your biggest fan base, my number one is São Paulo.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's-
like even bigger than the whole United States. And I was just like, oh my God. And it's crazy when I look at a show like Vikings, I never in a million years would have expected that it would cross borders the way it has. Like I would go to like Argentina or Uruguay and like I don't mean this like in an arrogant way or whatever. It's just like you would have like I'm like, why is everybody showing up for me? I'm like, this is it's like we're like the Beatles. It's like it's
Look
ridiculous.
at you, man. Come
You're
on.
But
like
it's like-
John Lennon.
It's insane, and I'm just such a small part of. Like so many people came together to make this show great. You know, I'm such a small part of it, and I'm just so lucky that people love it, and it just means the world to me. But like Hunger Games, we knew was going to be big. Like we had no clue Vikings was going to do what it did.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been 10 years since Hunger Games came out, right?
Yeah.
How was that journey for you? I mean, do you consider this your biggest or big role so far until then when you started as Kato?
Yeah, I mean, Hunger Games, like, it's funny, like Hunger Games put me on the map. Like it gave me a start as like a young adult actor. Like I'd been acting since I was a kid and I've had some success, but like Hunger Games was really what like gave me my start. And it was because of that movie that I got offered Vikings. So one led to another. And I obviously did stuff in between that I don't know if you guys would have seen, but like, do you guys get a movie called like Lone Survivor over here? It was like a U.S. military film that
Oh yeah, it's what's the
true
name?
story.
Peter Berg movie.
Yeah, Pete Berg's,
I know
like, we
that.
did that and a few things in between, but like Vikings was obviously the next like big one. But that took so long to become successful. Like we were like 3 years into the show and like we did not feel like a hit show at all. We would be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this show called Vikings. So like, oh, where is that? Like, what's that called? And now, and I think COVID helped it a lot too. It's just like, it's wild. Yeah.
What was it like working with Travis Fimmel? Because I'm a huge fan as well.
Me too.
And the whole crew.
He's one of my best friends. Like Travis will go and spend time with my family in Canada when I'm not there. Like he's my brother. He's one of the best human beings on the planet. You know, like he's such an artist. He doesn't care about the glitz and glam that comes with this world. He cares about telling stories. And I love that. I love that about him because I think that him and I connect on that level too. Like he has this little ranch in California and I would just like go stay with him for weeks and we would like plant trees and like dig ditches and like it's fun. Like that's like what we love to do. So he's family. Him and Gustav, who plays Floki, and Catherine, who plays Lagatha, are like some of my closest friends, and will forever be some of my closest friends. And Georgia, who played Torvi, like Georgia's been on this show since season 2. Like, you know, she's very close to my heart as well.
Mm-hmm. When you do a TV series, usually you get so involved with your characters because you work in the series for so long. But in Vikings, I mean, you're doing since teenager. And then sometimes you have to deal with the death of your parents, and then you become king, and then there's another death. I mean, it's a big journey, isn't it? How is it emotionally for you to do a part like that?
I mean, it was the greatest gift in the world. It sounds really stupid now, but like I had actually said, I don't know if I've ever said this. I actually said no to Vikings like 3 times because it was before television was like cool, and it was a 6-year commitment on a small show on the History Channel. Like we didn't know that it was gonna be. It sounds ridiculous now, but at the time I was like, I don't know if I want to commit to something for 6 years. And then I watched season 1, and I was like, I don't care. Like this is what I want to do. Like this is my kind of a show. Like I would never say no to this. And the main thing that made me sign on to it was our showrunner came to me and he said, you're going to play a boy that went to a young man that turns into a warrior, that turns into a king, that turns into a legend. And in Success, we want to show that whole journey. And I was like, I don't know a single actor on this planet who has had an opportunity to get to show that long of an arc. And that to me is one of the greatest, one of the greatest feelings ever. And I think for a lot of the audiences, while they're so connected to my character especially, is like they also grew up with Bjorn. Like we all grew up together. I grew up on that show. Like it's wild. Yeah.
And also, I mean, Norse mythology and Norse culture seems to be trending. I mean, there's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and there's the movies, and there's Vikings, of course. Why do you think that's like people are into Norse stuff?
I mean, I have my own opinion about it. Like, I think what made the Vikings so special, and I don't know about you guys, but like where I'm from, like I didn't know anything about Vikings. I knew that they were probably bad guys that like raped and pillaged from the north. And then you realize, then you learn about the culture and you realize, oh, in their mind they weren't doing anything bad. They were doing the only thing they knew. And it doesn't validate it. It just brings a little bit of humanity to it. And then you understand that they have this crazy spiritual connection to the world. And that's where I think the show separates itself from everything else. Because I think nowadays we're surrounded by all this stuff. And you're reminded like on Instagram and social media. And by the way, I have nothing against these things. Like it's awesome. It's connected us in a great way. But there's always this feeling of like, to go, go, go. And one thing that I think that the Vikings were so great at was like really being connected to like the spiritual world and like being outside and like tradition and family. And I think deep down inside of us, we all kind of long for a version of that. At least I do. Like I feel so connected when I'm out in the mountains or when. So I think that it's just a reminder of where we came from. So that's what I think. And I think people love to learn about new cultures. Like it brings a lot of empathy. And that's my favorite thing to do with storytelling is bring light to these other cultures. Like that's what helps connect us all.
Yes.
You know?
I was talking to the crowd and they have a question for you. What was your biggest challenge in Vikings? They're all huge fans.
Okay, well there's two. Like one was the obvious challenge, like the physical elements.
Yes.
Like it was without a doubt the most fulfilling show I've ever done, but it's also the most uncomfortable. Like I'm in the makeup chair at like 4 a.m, getting like prosthetic eyes and tattoos and filling in my beard because I can't grow a beard past here, and like. You know, and then you go out and you're in the rain and you're hiding under your shield and then you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean for 14-hour days. And if you have to go to the bathroom, you get boated to the nearest island and you just got to go pee in a bush. And then you come back. Like it was not for divas. So that was probably one of the hardest. Then from an acting standpoint, without question, the hardest for me was showing that trajectory because immediately coming onto the show, I didn't want to show, you know, naturally like timid little Bjorn, but like that's where he has to be right now. Like he has to be the vulnerable boy. Like of course I wanted to get to the part where he's just already there, but it's like you got to show that. And to be honest, filling Travis's shoes was nearly impossible. I didn't think we were going to survive because he was such a huge part of why the show was successful. And Travis, being such a good human and a great friend, we work with the same acting coach. So together, we all found ways to show little elements of him through Bjorn, because he's his father's son, right? And I think that the audience connected with that. But that's a huge weight. That was a huge weight on my shoulders. And the only thing you can do is just tune it all out. You just can't think about it.
All right. Do we have time for a quick game?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, 'cause we have, we can sort out which fan base is bigger. Hunger Games or Vikings. So we're going to throw you some baseballs. You have to say which one goes better in each situation, if it's Kato or if it's Bjorn. All right?
Trying to run from a troll in a dungeon.
Trying to run from a troll in the dungeon?
Yes.
Okay, Kato.
Kato?
Yeah.
Quem é a torcida Kato? Torcida Kato!
He practiced that. He practiced running. You know, he's like, he practiced all
When a
that.
sword one, you have the question there.
Então, ó, vamos lá, hein? Se ele falar o Kato, a gente quer ver a
This
torcida
one.
Kato. Se for o Bjorn, então a galera do Vikings, hein? Olha só.
Surviving at a funk party in Rio de Janeiro.
Bjorn for sure.
Yeah, it's not a drinking game yet.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet.
Battling among the Avengers against Thanos.
Bjorn as well, for sure.
There's a good one here.
Facing a giant traffic jam in São Paulo.
Oh God, I think they both have a nightmare with that. I think Bjorn would probably handle it better.
And how about preparing a caipirinha for us at the end of a hard day?
Preparing a what?
Caipirinha. Do you know a Brazilian drink with lemon and cachaça?
Oh yeah! Oh my
You
God, I
try
forgot
it?
that existed. Yeah, that's amazing.
Are you good preparing?
Am I preparing? Well, unfortunately, I can't drink anymore. But back in the day, I had a bunch of those. Kato's probably better at that, for sure.
Produção, por favor, traz as coisas aqui.
Vamos
Vamos fazer uma
trazer, ó.
caipirinha aqui pra ele.
We're going to teach you how to do a Brazilian caipirinha, a proper caipirinha.
Yes.
So you're gonna teach me how to pour it?
Yes,
You're
I
going
will
to teach you
teach.
how to do it. Yeah.
Gente, eu tô
Where?
vivendo um sonho real. Só falta o churrasco e o sonho tá completo. Não é mesmo?
Is there alcohol?
Eu vou ficar aqui só admirando.
I can't drink alcohol anymore, but
That's all right.
We can.
Ele tá falando no ouvido do Hessel, vocês estão vendo? Será que ele tá falando gostei da Mari? Não, né? Não, tá bom.
Okay, I'm really excited to learn how to do this.
Eu já vou. Tem que fazer é difícil, gente. Calma, eu já vou.
Okay, all right. Like, oh, it's 18. Okay. Ó, a gente rapidinho aqui, ó, eu e o Alexander, a gente combinou um negócio aqui. Ele vai aprender a fazer a caipirinha, tá? You're going to learn how to do it. And Alexander, he said that he doesn't drink anymore, so he's gonna choose a fan.
I don't drink anymore because we shot Vikings in Ireland, and there's a lot of drinking in Ireland. So
Please come with me here. Stand here.
So he's gonna choose a fan to drink the caipirinha that he's gonna make. All right?
okay.
Let's go. First, you put the lemon.
O sonho é real,
here.
minha gente.
This one.
You pick the lemon.
Eu vou
Alright.
sentar aqui na frente aqui pra ver.
Put it on. Just put it on. More.
Oh, a few of them.
Yes, 8. I mean, you can put 8. Yeah, come on. Go ahead.
If you like it bitter, you do with the whole lemon, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay,
Now
all right.
You put the sugar.
Like, that's sugar?
Yes. Here, this.
Like that?
Yes.
It's a lot. Yeah?
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
All right.
It's okay?
More, a little more.
Serious?
Come on, yes.
But it's
It's
good.
like your sugar.
It's strong. They are not
No, but-
Vikings.
Yeah. We're not Vikings.
Now you
yes.
do the maçaroca thing.
Okay, so
Obrigada,
Vai se vira no
C-
CCAA. mano.
Obrigada, CCXP, por isso.
Que maravilhoso.
Gente, eu tô...
I'm a bartender. Yes.
am I butchering what you normally do?
eu tô passada.
Now, that's,
Vou pegar
that's
meu
it.
celular e eu
Now
vou
you
tirar
put
foto,
the,
não
you
tô
put
nem
the
aí.
Is that good enough? Like, is
That's enough. That's
okay.
enough.
Só passar aqui pra tirar um negócio.
Is there like?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, whoever I'm making this drink for, it's gonna be spectacular.
Now the ice.
Okay.
5 or 6. Come on, go ahead.
At the same time, are you searching someone? Like, did you see someone who's like a
More.
fan of Vikings or Hunger Games here?
Who wants to drink? Little more. One more. Yes. Now the cachaça.
Oh my god.
Now the best part.
Please be. You're Canadian, right?
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
Are you following the World Cup?
Actually, I've literally been traveling
Oh,
like an insane amount this year,
Yeah,
so I
I know.
actually haven't been able to follow anything.
Oh,
Can you tell me
Yeah.
what's happening right now?
Canada is out of the World Cup, but you can cheer for Brazil. So.
I'm absolutely.
Open up, please. You're a Viking.
Yes. Ele vai torcer pro Brasil na Copa, gente. Fiquem felizes.
Produção, ajuda nós aqui que a garrafa tá difícil. Ou
É um
nada, é um
Viking,
Viking,
é
né?
isso.
Que é isso, eu que sou fraco.
É tipo-
Now, feel it.
Oi.
Go ahead. One more. And then...
Vai sair forte, hein? Vai sair forte
Yes.
a caipirinha.
Now, you have to mix. Go ahead. To be strong.
Yeah, it's gotta be strong. A little bit.
Oh my god, it smells.
It's power mix. It's power mix.
Looks amazing. Caipirinha?
Caipirinha.
Caipirinha.
Yes.
Caipirinha.
Eu fiz ele falar com sotaque, né? Foi engraçado.
From the under to the top. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah,
You did it. Let me try.
it looks pretty decent.
O quê?
All right, now's the time.
You're hired.
Now is the time.
Choose, pick one. Who wants to drink? Oh, ficou bom mesmo, mano.
Let's go. Come
Ficou
on.
bom?
You.
Ficou bom. Me
Yeah.
dá um biquinho.
I'm gonna bring it to you.
Toma ele
Hold
pro
on.
rolê, Jack.
Wait. We'll bring her up.
Oh, you're gonna bring her up? Okay.
Yeah, vamos.
Ready?
Come up.
Right there.
Vem.
Ó, ela tá vindo e eu vou ser a chata de me despedir agora.
Tá bom?
Mas eu vou tirar uma selfie com ele, porque eu vim até aqui, entendeu?
You did it great. It's awesome.
Look,
Is it good?
I have to
Right.
go.
What?
I host a TV show on CNN. and
Oh, I'm
I
so
have-
sorry. You have more important things to do right
Yeah,
now.
no.
No.
No. I have to take a selfie with you, okay? Wait a second.
You host a TV show on where?
CNN.
Here's the fan.
Yes. Wait.
Toma seu tempo, está aqui, tá na sala da sua casa.
Você sabe falar inglês? Você vai falar com inglês, tá?
Olha, vou ser substituída
Ok.
agora, tá?
Okay.
Ai, garota.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, you all heard that. She's 24. She's allowed this. She's allowed to drink it. That's not on me. Okay, you ready? Tell me how I did.
Dorime.
Best caipirinha I ever had.
I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you have a phone? Let's get a picture together up here.
Right? You're right. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Say something?
Yeah, come on.
Do you ship Kato and Clove? It's my favorite ship ever. I even write fan fiction about it.
No way. So she's like a little sister to me. So I don't know if I ship it as much, but yeah, I can see it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. So good to meet you. All right. Head back down there to the handsome man in the army hat.
You can take the caipirinha, that's
Okay.
all right. You can, yeah, you can share, Yeah,
Leva pro povo.
yeah, you can share. That's great.
I'm the best teacher, right?
Dude, good job. I'm going to remember this. That's a good trick.
I'll give you the recite.
You know what's funny?
What?
Before you got here, she was telling her about this ship, about the Hunger Games ship.
Oh, really?
Like, the exactly person that came here that you chose, she was telling her, like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. And, yeah.
I've actually heard of that ship before, too. People have told
okay,
me.
you were watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
All right.
That's funny.
Alexander,
All right.
I have a question.
Tom Holland in the back right there, too. That's great. I love that.
I know you're a singer, right?
Yes.
Can you please?
I don't have my guitar. Oh,
Yes, you have.
Oh, have a guitar here.
God.
Of
I'm
course.
so sorry.
oh shit.
Now this is starting red.
Please.
I don't think you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah.
All right. I can do your roadie.
Meu Deus. Do you know any Brazilian song?
Okay. You guys, okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't even know if I remember this song. I wrote this a long time ago, but it's sort of Brazilian. The Rene's in São Paulo, sipping wine in the barrio.
Vamos lá, galera. Dá uma moral pro cara aí, ó.
The street kids dancing, they're singing songs on the radio. It's hot in the city, they're looking for a way to cool me down. I saw her staring at me, they picked me up and ordered us around. It started out with midnight margaritas, the corner table in a hotel bar. She lit me up like a fine cigar and played my heart like a Spanish guitar. Cubana senorita, it pulled me straight into a gypsy flame. I swear I didn't even know her name. I got lost in her brown eyes, and midnight margarita.
Palmas pra ele! Esse é Alexander Ludwing!
Palmas para Alexander Ludwig. Actually,
I wrote that so long ago. I can't even believe I remember that.
you really can do it all. It's amazing.
Ah, thank you, man.
Dude, this is your first time in Brazil?
I was in Rio when I was about 14, but this is like my first time to actually get to experience it and see the people and stuff. It's been amazing.
How do you like the con so far?
I'm absolutely blown away. I mean, the people are incredible, and the whole country is amazing. I couldn't believe how
Caipirinha,
it was. The Caipirinha. The Caipirinha looks amazing. It looks like a relapse waiting to happen.
Great.
And it tasted real good. I tasted it. It really tasted real good. Yeah. You're welcome to come back whenever you want.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, this is your place. I mean,
Thank you.
people love you here.
Dude, I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for having me. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Alexander
Really.
Ludwig!
Thank you, guys.
Aplausos, galera!
Demais,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Meu Deus, Marcelo Hessel, coisas que só a CCXP faz pela gente.
Coisa que só a CCXP faz pela gente. Muito maravilhoso. Incrível.
Eu tô ferido. Fazer uma pra nós aqui também. Sim, olha que plateia educada, né? Cumprimentando,
muito
muito
educados.
elegante. Olha ali, tá ali no meio da galera, fazendo bonito.
A educação da galera, realmente.
Meu Deus, Marcelo Hessel. Minha primeira CXP, meu chapa. Eu tô aqui, ó. Ó a mãozinha.
Batismo de fogo.
Nossa senhora.
Vamos lembrar aqui, ó, que o Alexander está nas fotos e autógrafos também. Não sei se fazendo caipirinha, mas tirando as fotos e dando autógrafos para vocês aqui, ó, na nossa área de autógrafos e fotos, que fica aqui atrás. E o Ludwig, lógico, ele tá aqui nos dias para atender vocês. Então, pô, fiquem à vontade aí, ó. Curtiram? Muito incrível.
Mais alto,
incrível.
curtiram? Gostou da caipirinha?
Ficou boa, não ficou? Ficou boa. Tira a
Tira a
roupa.
planta. Tira a roupa não, Marcelo Hessel. Segura esse mamilo.
Achei que eles estavam falando pro Ludwig.
Tira a planta. É nossa casinha, gente. O cenário aqui bonito. Olha aí, produção. O pessoal não gosta das plantinhas.
Mariana Aires tá aí, ó, vamos chamar a Mari para ela entrar aqui, ó. Vamos sentar, ficar tranquilo, ficar de boa. Cadê a...
Eita, nós, que eu voltei!
Olha ela aí.
Gente, vocês não entendem. Eu fiquei ali comportadíssima, né? Ali na curvinha, onde passou. Vou tirar. Calma! Planta faz isso? Planta faz isso? Não, vamos ver se a planta faz o que aqui.
Ó,
É o quê?
os caras deixaram o bagulho da caipirinha ali. Será que eu faço uma pra nós também?
Mais uma pra nós, mas eu quero contar o caos que aconteceu aqui com aquele fofo do Alexander.
O que ele fez?
Eu fiquei fofa aqui no canto, não vou encher o saco do homem, né? Ele já fez tanto, tocou música, fez a caipirinha, chamou aquela ali pra trocar ideia, passou aqui, entendeu? Ele só me olhou ali, nice to meet you, Alexander, deu, nice to meet you, Mariana. Yeah. E saiu sempre,
Falou de baile, meu chapa.
my brother já, cara, vamos sair pra tomar uma caipirinha, entendeu? Tamo junto aqui no rolê.
Ó, a produção vai tirar. Nossa alegria durou pouco. Eu ia fazer.
Ah, o sonho acabou. É que eles já me colocaram aqui, né, gente? Me colocar aqui com bebida alcoólica.
Existe um
Produção,
RH.
existe a possibilidade, direção, de tirar essas duas plantas? Assim, eu queria que o público continuasse... Não,